Hey, good morning. It's a little noisy in my shop here, but we're at the end, the tail end of a project, which is in the video to follow, if you know what I mean. And this is all just an update from the early morning as to what's going on with my violin, which you'll hear on stage in Victoria on Saturday night. Stay tuned. So, I've had a rather distressing but fairly common thing happen here. The fingerboard has come unglued from the neck here. And so what I'm going to do is a standard repair on that, and I'll show you the steps as we go along. Yes, genuine rabbit skin glue. You must use this glue, none other. It comes in granules like this, and they have to be dissolved in water. When the granules soak up the correct amount of water, it will look like snot. Sorry, but that's what good glue looks like. And it is applied hot. So we'll get to that in a second. Now, because the fingerboard is off, this violin is going to get a little cleaning that it ordinarily wouldn't in this area underneath the fingerboard, which on some violins might even have a couple of 100 years of neglected rosin and debris built up. But this will get a little extra cleaning. Yeah. Now, I've used a scraper and some fine sandpaper to true out and make sure the surfaces that are going to be glued, the maple and the ebony, are absolutely clear of any old glues or strange substances, and that they are trued out so that the fit is 100% flush, and that there's a little bead of glue that comes out everywhere, which gets cleaned up right away. But it makes certain that we have a complete seal of contact between the two surfaces. And interestingly enough, a violin neck is actually quite flexible until it is laminated to the ebony fingerboard, and that gives it the rigidity which helps to hold the pitch. Now, before heating the glue, I'm going to clean my stove. Had to go through all of that just to get to the stove. Woo! Da-da-da! It's becoming liquid even around 100 degrees. So we're going to keep it under 160 and really closer to 150 so that it doesn't break down or lose strength. I'm going to install the nut first, since it'll make guiding the fingerboard a little easier. Also, the nut requires the least amount of glue and can just be spot glued in place because the pressure from the strings actually stabilizes the nut, so it doesn't need to be over glued in any way. There we are. And just like modern hot glue, it has a short range of working times and can be cleaned up easily with in this case, a damp rag when the glue squeezes out a little bit. So we try to clean that up as much as possible while we're working, and then later on if necessary. So I'll be over gluing these parts just a little bit and then pressing the glue to the sides and wiping it away and clamping. Wish I could show that all with 3 hands, but I'm going to have to paint the glue on and then move the parts together. So all clamped up. So now we wait wait 24 hours and then string them up. Get a rope. I'm going to let this dry in a humidity controlled space here. It stays 70% or under. And I'll just practice the double bass until the violin's ready. Actually, I have another violin to prepare on. And then tomorrow night, this one will be ready to sing again.